Welcome! Thank you for choosing Christ Church Preschool. We are committed to providing a high-quality program where we prepare kids for kindergarten and teach them the love of Jesus. For those of you who are returning, welcome back! My name is Laura Johnson and I'm the preschool director. This will be my 4th year at the preschool and I feel very blessed to be here to serve your family. Today, we will be reviewing the Parent Handbook, which will cover everything you need to know about the preschool experience. You will find a copy of the handbook and other important information in your orientation packet, which was mailed to your home last week. This presentation consists of slides and videos. You may want to watch some of the videos with your children so that they know what to expect. The handbook has a lot of detailed information. I will be doing an overview today. I would encourage you to read through the handbook as well because there are some things that won't be covered in this presentation. After watching this video, there is an acknowledgement form that you will need to sign and return to me. To make this super easy for you, I included a self-addressed stamped envelope in your packet. Simply sign the form and pop it in the mail. Thank you in advance for helping us stay compliant. We are offering in-person orientation on September 8th and 9th during your child's class period. This orientation will take place one family at a time for 15 minutes each. It will give you just enough time to practice child drop-off, meet the teacher, and take a look at the classroom. You must sign up online for your designated time. The link will be emailed to you this week. Let's get started. First, I would like to introduce you to our staff. Our teachers are Mrs. Nelson, Mrs. Bradley, and Mrs. Bauer. Mrs. Nelson is our head teacher and education coordinator. She creates and oversees the teaching plans for the preschool based on the Creative Curriculum program. She lives in Elk River with her husband, is a member of Christ Church Otsego, and is going into her 12th year at the preschool. She has 3 grown boys, 2 daughter-in-laws, and 2 grandchildren. She has a bachelor's degree in elementary education. Mrs. Bradley lives in Otsego with her husband and 2 sons, one in high school and one in elementary school. She is going into her 3rd year at the preschool. She has a bachelor's degree in special education. Mrs. Bauer lives in Elk River with her husband and 3 children, 2 in high school and 1 in college. This is her 1st year at the preschool. She also works in the school district as an RN doing early childhood hearing and vision screenings. She has also volunteered for many years at her church, teaching preschoolers in the Awana program. She has an associate's degree in pre-nursing, a bachelor's degree in sports studies, health and wellness, and a 2-year RN degree. Both Mrs. Bradley and Mrs. Bauer are former preschool parents. We have been blessed with an outstanding staff who love kids and Jesus. Our preschool, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization under the umbrella of the church, is overseen by Pastor Greg Pogg, senior pastor, and the church council. We are licensed as a child care center by the Minnesota Department of Human Services. Their phone number is 651-431-4660. Now let's continue with some general information, beginning with the enrollment process. This week, I will take a final look through your enrollment forms and will let you know if you're missing anything. In regards to health forms, some parents have mentioned that they do not want their child to go to the doctor unnecessarily. I completely understand. However, we are unable to allow a child to start preschool without immunization records and a health summary form, which is filled out by your child's physician during their well-child checkup. We are unable to bend on this requirement. If your child attended our preschool last year and their health hasn't changed, we can use last year's forms. If your child is new to our preschool, we will need you to submit those forms. The immunization records, or your signed document to be a conscientious objector, must be received before your child's first day of school. The health summary form must be received within 30 days of the first day of school. Please let me know if you have any questions about this. Another question that has come up is in regards to tuition payments in the event that we need to close for 14 days due to a positive case of COVID-19. This is our tuition policy. The first time we close, there will be no change to tuition payments. The second time we close, you will receive a 1-week tuition deduction from your April payment. This would be $48 for the Monday, Wednesday, Friday class and $43 for the Tuesday, Thursday class. The third time we close, you will receive a 3-week tuition deduction from your April payment, which would be $144 for the Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, and $129 for the Tuesday, Thursday class. This tuition deduction pertains only to school closures and not for self-quarantine situations. Please continually pray for God to bless us with good health and no closures this year. If tuition payments ever become a hardship for you, please let me know. Our preschool is eligible to receive funding from the Child Care Assistance Program and the Early Learning Scholarship. Parents must apply for this funding, and it is based on your household income. If you do not qualify for these two options, the preschool has the Helen Spalding Scholarship Fund in place to help. Money in this fund is donated by fellow preschool families and the church congregation during the Pancake Breakfast fundraiser in February. Reach out to me if you have any questions about tuition. We never want to turn a child away due to finances. If you are in need of resources of any kind, you may go to parentaware.org. Parent Aware is the organization that we go through voluntarily to achieve a quality rating. We have a quality coach who partners with us to ensure that we meet the highest quality standards in our teaching methods, our staff education, and child assessments. If you are in need of a specific resource that you can't find on the website, please let me know and I would be happy to help you out. For the next segment, I will be going over our arrival and departure procedure. Due to the pandemic, it will be different than in years past. There is a video that goes along with this segment that your children should watch with you. Before leaving your house and heading to preschool, parents or guardians are asked to take their child's temperature. A fever is considered 100.4 degrees or higher without the use of fever-reducing medication. Before leaving the house, parents and guardians must also screen for symptoms of COVID-19, which include a new onset of cough or shortness of breath, or at least two of the following: a fever, 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, chills, muscle pain, sore throat, loss of sense of smell or taste, and gastrointestinal symptoms of diarrhea, vomiting, or nausea. If a person has a new symptom, for example, a new loss of smell only with no other diagnosis to explain it, they must stay home and talk to their healthcare provider about testing for COVID-19, even if it is the only symptom they are experiencing. If your child is experiencing these symptoms, they must stay home. You must contact your healthcare provider and ask them if COVID-19 testing is needed. If testing is needed, please let me or your child's teacher know right away so that we can take the appropriate actions on our end. Our plan is to keep everyone in the loop about any potential COVID-19 exposure while maintaining confidentiality. When you arrive, families will drop children off at the door and will not enter the building. Preschool staff and volunteers will be wearing face masks or face shields during arrival and departure times because they will be in a common area. They will not wear masks and face shields in the classroom. In order to keep the classes separated to reduce the risk of cross-contamination, there will be two drop-off locations. Children from Mrs. Bradley's and Mrs. Bauer's classes will be dropped off at the east entrance, which we will call Entrance A. Children from Mrs. Nelson's class will be dropped off at the west entrance, which we will call Entrance B. Trailblazer Transit will drop children off at the west entrance. Parents will pull up to the entrance, take their child out of the car, and walk halfway up the sidewalk. The teacher will then greet the child, visually screen them for symptoms related to COVID-19, and take their temperature with an infrared thermometer. The parent or guardian will need to wait in the car until they get a thumbs up from the teacher before leaving. If a child exhibits symptoms and/or has a fever of 100.4 degrees or above, they will need to get back into the car and go home. This is why it is so important that parents screen their children and take their temperature at home before they come to preschool. Teachers will sign the children in and out. As they arrive, they will wait together in the entryway between the double doors until arrival time is over. Drop-off time begins 10 minutes before the start of class, 8:50 in the morning and 12:20 in the afternoon, and ends at the start of class, 9 o'clock a.m. and 12:30 p.m. Child pickup will take place in the opposite order. Pickup time will begin at the end of class time at 11:30 and 3 o'clock. Parents will line up their cars for pickup. They should leave their car to greet their child halfway up the sidewalk and put them in the car. Children in Mrs. Bradley's and Mrs. Bauer's classrooms should come dressed in their outside clothing because they will start their day out in the playground. This allows us to stagger outside times and reduce the spread of germs. Kids in Mrs. Bradley's and Mrs. Bauer's classroom should also use the restroom and wash hands at home before coming to preschool. In the winter time, they should enter the preschool wearing their outdoor mittens. Hands will be washed when they enter the classroom after they come in from the playground and remove their mittens. If a child arrives to school late, their family member will need to wear a mask when entering the building and may drop the child off at the classroom or in the playground. They will be required to practice social distancing by standing outside the classroom door or playground door until the teacher is able to greet them. The teacher will screen the child and bring the child into the classroom or playground. The teacher will screen the child for symptoms before the parent or guardian leaves. If the child is clear of symptoms, the teacher will have them enter the classroom or the playground and wash their hands before participating in classroom activities. Please note that the late arrivals will cause a disruption to the teacher and the other students in the class. Please make every effort to arrive on time. We are looking for family members to join the school patrol to help with child drop-off and pickup. For arrival, you would arrive 15 minutes before class starts and leave as soon as all of the kids are situated in their classroom or out on the playground. If you are doing pickup, you would arrive 15 minutes before class ends and leave when the last child leaves. It is going to be essential for the kids to have help washing hands, hanging up backpacks, and getting outdoor gear on and off at the beginning and end of class. The online volunteer sign-up will be sent out via email and will be posted on the Facebook parent pages. Thank you in advance for helping keep the kids safe and healthy. Now let's talk about the classroom. This year, we have changed things up a bit. The changes originated to reduce the risk of spreading the COVID-19 virus, but as our planning has progressed throughout the summer, we have become very excited about the positive impact the smaller class sizes will have on our ability to build even stronger relationships with the children and give them even more individualized attention. As you know, we have split our usual class size of 20 kids to 1 teacher and 1 assistant into 2 classes of 10 students to 1 teacher. Mrs. Nelson and Mrs. Bradley will teach on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Mrs. Nelson and Mrs. Bauer will teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Our philosophy is that young children learn by doing. Christ Church Preschool's hands-on teaching strategies help children acquire knowledge about their spiritual, social, emotional, intellectual, and physical self. We offer a variety of activities appropriate to the age and developmental readiness of students. Our program plan is on file and can be reviewed in person upon request. Our daily schedule is as follows. Morning classes meet from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Afternoon classes meet from 12:30 p.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. 3- and 4-year-olds meet Tuesdays and Thursdays. 4- and 5-year-olds meet Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Each class includes the following activities. Learning centers are set up to follow weekly units of studies. Examples of these are On the Farm, Bugs and Butterflies, and Heroes of the Bible. Learning centers include dramatic play, gross motor, music, fine motor, art and handwriting, discovery and science, math and literacy. A nutritious snack and milk are provided every day. Kids learn table manners and mealtime independence. We are a peanut-free, allergy-friendly preschool. Group time includes a story, poem, calendar, weather, music and movement, and other literacy activities. During art and handwriting, children create art through instruction, often based on the story they heard during group time. They also practice handwriting strokes and letters using the Easy Write method. Kids use large motor skills during outdoor time on the playground or inside playing games if the weather doesn't permit outdoor play.
Hi, my name is Katie Moist. I'm a preschool parent and president of the Preschool Advisory Board. One of the things that I love about the preschool is that I always feel welcome in the classroom. One of the best ways for you to see your child in action at school is to volunteer. You will be amazed by what they can accomplish in just 2.5 hours. Classroom volunteers help the teacher during class time in a variety of ways. Playing with the children during learning center time, helping kids with hand washing, cleaning and disinfecting tables and countertops after use, and helping kids put on outdoor clothing during the cold months. The teachers are working alone this year, so having an extra set of hands will help them out tremendously. To volunteer, you will need to sign up online. The link will be sent in an email and will also be available on the family Facebook pages. We ask that parents volunteer at least one time during the school year. A very special day to volunteer is the day we celebrate your child's birthday. Due to the pandemic, we will only allow one volunteer at a time. Having the same person volunteer on a regular basis would be the most ideal situation. Speaking of volunteers, you may want to consider being a part of the Preschool Advisory Board. Christ Church Preschool functions effectively with the help of the board, which consists of up to 8 preschool parents. Our current board members are shown here. The purpose of the advisory board is to assist the preschool by organizing the spaghetti dinner and raffle fundraiser in the fall, the pancake breakfast fundraiser in the winter, by providing insight from a parent's perspective and helping to improve the preschool with their ideas and knowledge. If you are interested in being a member of the preschool advisory board, please let us know and we will email you an application. It's a great opportunity to serve and make new friends.
I have just a few more things to cover in regards to the classroom. On occasion, animals or pets may be present to enhance the educational program. A written notice will be posted at least one class day ahead of time, so you know that an animal will be present. All field trips have been canceled this year due to the pandemic. Instead, we will be seeking out individuals to come to the preschool to provide enrichment opportunities for the students. If you have a skill that you would like to share with the students, please contact Carla Nelson. She may also reach out to you based on the information you provided on your family sharing form. Fall and spring conferences will be scheduled during the school year for you to meet with the teacher and discuss your child's intellectual, physical, social, and emotional development. Additional conferences may be held if specific needs or concerns arise. The conference dates are on the annual preschool calendar. The teachers will post sign-up sheets closer to the conference dates so that you may choose your time to meet. You will have the option to conference over the phone or via Zoom meetings this fall. We will determine how spring conferences will take place after Christmas. Our mission is to prepare kids for kindergarten and teach them the love of Jesus. We offer planned classroom experiences that support children in their transition to kindergarten. For example, one of the lesson plans near the end of the preschool year is identified as a kindergarten transition lesson. We teach kids the love of Jesus by praying before we eat, reading a Bible story every day, and celebrating Christian holidays. You may be wondering what your child should bring on his or her first day of school. We believe that children learn by doing, exploring, and expressing themselves through hands-on activities. Please dress your children in comfortable, washable clothing that they can get messy in. Make sure that your child wears tennis shoes in order to avoid trips and falls. We do not allow sandals or Crocs. Please provide a backpack with a change of clothing, including socks, in the event of a toilet accident or spill. When the weather changes, please remember to update the clothing so that your child isn't too hot or too cold at preschool. Be sure to send outside clothing that is appropriate for the weather. Continue sending winter gear until the teacher announces that it is no longer needed. The playground tends to have snow longer than other parts of the preschool yard. We usually go outside to play every day that it is above 15 degrees Fahrenheit, including the wind chill, and not raining. We are unable to accommodate requests for your child to remain inside because we do not have enough supervision to have some kids inside and some kids outside.
Hi, it's me, Katie again. Celebrations in the classroom are lots of fun. We celebrate every child's birthday unless otherwise notified by parents. The teacher will assign a day near your child's birthday. If your child has a summer birthday, we will celebrate their half birthday. If you wish, you may bring a non-edible item to pass out to the class, such as pencils or stickers. Please do not spend more than $1 per child. Edible items will be turned away due to our allergy-friendly guidelines. Check your class list for the number of children in your class. Make sure that the items are the same for every child. Other celebrations include a Thanksgiving feast, a Christmas celebration, and an Easter unit. We celebrate Valentine's Day, which coincides with our Love One Another unit. Some of our usual school events and celebrations have been placed on hold this year due to the pandemic. If the situation improves and we are able to proceed, parents will be updated. These events include Christmas performances in December, pancake breakfast fundraiser, trichathon and health and wellness fair, spring performance on the last day of school for the 4- and 5-year-old class, cookie celebrations on the last day of school for the 3- and 4-year-old class. The preschool board is busy planning our major fundraiser. We've changed our in-person spaghetti dinner and raffle fundraiser to a takeout spaghetti dinner and Facebook Live raffle. More information will come out soon about how this will work. The date of the event is Saturday, November 14th. And now back to Laura Johnson.
There are a few topics that I will not discuss during this presentation, but are important for you to read about in the handbook. They are our behavior guidance policy, health procedures, medication administration procedure, emergency plan, and risk reduction plan. If you have any questions about these topics or would like to see the full policy, please let me know and I would be happy to provide it for you. From time to time, the preschool may need to close. We follow ISD 728 with regard to school delays, closings, or early dismissals due to inclement weather. If district schools are 2 hours late, the morning session of preschool will be canceled and the afternoon session will meet. ISD 728 school closings and delays are announced on the ISD 728 website and the local news outlets. Another reason why we may close would be due to a church event such as a large funeral. Communication with parents is essential for your child's success at preschool. There are several ways that we will be communicating with you during the preschool year. The teachers will be sending home weekly newsletters with information about what your kids are learning each day. You will also receive a monthly newsletter and calendar, which outlines special activities such as Pajama Day or Beach Day. We will communicate with you via email and the family Facebook pages. If you haven't already joined a family Facebook page, now is a great time to do it. This is a great way for us to share photos, calendars, ask questions of each other, and much more. This slide shows the exact names of the groups so that you can search for the appropriate one and ask to join. You may also receive a text from time to time to notify about or remind you of important information. If you have feedback to give, whether it's a word of encouragement for the teacher or some constructive criticism, we want to hear it. You may email me or any of the teachers anytime. Designated times when we seek appreciation for our teachers is on their birthdays, at Christmas time, and at the end of the year. Conference time is a nice way to order a meal for them because their days are long. But they like to hear positive feedback anytime you want to give it. We're also here to pray for you. You may email or call us with your prayer requests. We can either pray with you or for you, whatever you prefer. Before I close, I wanted to mention that if you haven't found a church yet, Christ Church Otsego will be kicking off its fall season on September 13th. Many churches start offering Sunday school at age 3. It's a great time in your child's life to start teaching them about Jesus and about how much He loves them. We have come to the end of the orientation video. Thank you for watching. I hope that you feel well prepared to begin the school year with us. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. My email address is laura@christchurchotsego.org and my phone number is 763-441-5097 extension 15. You may also text me at 763-257-4612. Please remember to sign your acknowledgement form and drop it in the mail today. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.